What if everything you thought you knew about Kim Seokjin's comeback was only half the story? Because while fans are celebrating a seemingly small 69-cent digital single drop of Swim, something about this move feels unusually strategic and a little too coordinated to be random. The timing, just days before BTS's long-awaited 2026 return, isn't just coincidence. It's a calculated ignition point. Fan bases in the US are already mobilizing bulk buy campaigns. Hashtags like #BTS_Swim and #BTS_Hurang are quietly gaining traction, and the energy feels less like a simple release, and more like the opening move of a much bigger game. Almost like someone flipped the switch early, before the official storm. But here's where it gets interesting. Not everyone is celebrating blindly. Some fans have started questioning why Jin, arguably one of the most anticipated returning members, doesn't seem to have clear solo credit positioning tied to this push. In an industry where individual branding can define long-term power, this subtle absence is raising eyebrows. Is this about Jin? Or is it about reinforcing the group machine? Historically, HYB has mastered the art of blending individual star power into collective dominance. And right now it feels like we're watching that exact formula play out again. Only this time fans are more aware, more analytical, and less willing to stay quiet. And then comes the twist that most people missed. What if this isn't about sidelining Jin at all? What if this is actually the strongest signal of trust? By placing him at the center of a group-driven search, right before their first US concert in 4 years, HYB might be positioning Jin not as a solo act competing within BTS, but as the emotional anchor that pulls the entire comeback together. The low price, the short 2:39 runtime, the alternate cover, it all feels engineered for mass participation, not individual spotlight. In other words, Jin isn't being minimized, he might be the trigger. So now the real question is, are fans witnessing a subtle limitation of Jin's solo identity, or a genius strategy that only works because it's him? Drop your thoughts below, because this is exactly the kind of conversation we dive into on 95 HeartLens Tales. And something tells me this debate is just getting started.